We build homes and schools and office buildings and churches where people can live and work and play and worship, and that's not a bad life's work.
There's a lot to construction. We have to know in the field more than just our job. We got to be able to work with all these different trades. You learn how to do it in the field. School, this program teaches you why you do it and when you do it.
Construction Industry Training Council of Washington, educating to empower since 1985.
CITC, to me, is the future of construction. It is the base that will continue and make the next generation of construction worker.
CITC is a private vocational school as well as a licensed apprenticeship program for the construction trades.
Our goal here is to train someone to reach journey level and to be well-rounded in that craft. The individual may, at journey level, specialize in one area or the other, but they start off with a very solid foundation. We offer 10 different apprenticeship programs for the state: carpentry, electrical, plumbing, painting, sheet metal, and HVAC, heavy equipment operator. The concept was born in 1984. There were 3 associations that came together: ABC, Associated Builders and Contractors; AGC, Associated General Contractors; and UCA, which are the utility contractors.
3 women who worked for the 3 different associations got together and came up with the idea of we needed to train craftsmen for open shop.
And one of the things I came to recognize is that not only did open shop need a good training program, but they needed to be recognized for their quality. And so I set out from the very beginning to do that. I wanted to make sure we had credentials, that we were a licensed vocational school, that we had a curricula that was recognized and approved within the industry. The opposition did not want us as a training program, and they made sure that they blocked every way for us to attain that. We finally, after, I think probably 8 years, we were able to get approval. Immediately, the opposition went and filed a lawsuit against the State Apprenticeship Council for approving us.
We went to the U.S. Senate, we went to the U.S. Supreme Court, we went to the state Supreme Court, we went to the governor, we went to U.S. senators, because we didn't know that we couldn't. We did. Everybody said, you people are crazy. We're like, oh, well, okay, we'll just give it a shot. We got the right people in the room. So we handpicked the contractors from the 3 associations. We handpicked people that we knew who were really committed to training. The most important asset that a contractor has are the people who are working for them. And the more trained they are, the better off that asset is.
We were mostly small man shops back when we started this, average 10 to 15 employees. Because of the training and the ability to have qualified personnel, we now have employers who employ 40, 50, 60, and 100. So if you look at it from that aspect, just by itself, the growth in the industry and the growth of the companies due to apprenticeship has given us the ability to train our people at a higher level. Now that these shops are larger, they're doing larger projects, high-rise buildings, big industrial and commercial projects.
We've been involved from the beginning. I think we have a carpentry student that's now a senior superintendent that graduated from the first carpentry class. It's running a very, very large project for us now. In addition to that, we have multiple other superintendents, project engineers, and project foremen, and journeyman carpenters that are all graduates of CITC.
I can remember Greg on a project downtown, and he was a big kid. And when I say we didn't have formally training, that includes tools. And we were doing this large office interior, and they had finished wood base, which you use a finish hammer with, and Greg's up there installing the base. And I looked down, he's got a framing hammer. He's got a 20-ounce framing hammer with these little nails. Put them in there. I thought if he can do that, he can do anything. And so he has been with us ever since.
I was already working as a carpenter for several years, construction 5 years. And Jack Raffin asked me if I would be interested in attending the apprenticeship program. And I'd already been working in the trade, so I was concerned if it would actually be a step backwards for me. But I thought about it and trusted Jack a lot and went with it.
It used to be primarily just Western Washington, but now we're going Vancouver, we're in Bellingham, and we're also over in Spokane now too.
After I graduated, I became a journeyman with a company called Mastercraft Electric. I worked with them for a number of years, working my way up to president with them, and then started my own company, and eventually ended up right back with CITC just recently. We just took lease of a space over in Spokane, and we're in the process of getting the architecture work done, and we're going to be remodeling that and making it into a fully functional school over there. I'll be coordinating it, heading it up. We'll be doing electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and labor apprentices.
I was the first female graduate from the carpentry program. I'm the owner of Safety Matters, which is a third-party safety consulting firm. I was working with W.G. Clark, a general contractor out of Seattle. I was with them during my apprenticeship program, and then following my graduation, I stayed with them as a carpenter and worked in the field for 8 years, and then I transitioned into safety as their safety director. The trade in itself helped me in ways I can't even really describe. The biggest advantage was learning how to be comfortable on a job site in the transition of safety, knowing how to talk to the men out on construction sites, the importance of safety, you know, as far as going into that field, it was invaluable.
For the contractors, it helps them expand and grow their companies. For the individual apprentices or students, it allows them to learn a trade that they can take anywhere they want to go, and it's forever. It's something that, you know, is going to change their lives.
Maybe 4 years ago I took a third year class, and I was able to get my journeyman card. And the opportunity came up that they needed a teacher, so I figured I'd jump out of my comfort zone and try it out. I mean, you're turning out plumbers that have been trained on many different tasks. We were practicing the roll grooving here and the soldering, and there's T-pulling that we can do, and threading pipe. I mean, there's pretty much you're getting to be able to do the whole plumbing trade during this 4 years of school, so you can't say you don't know how to do it when you get out there in the field.
All of our major office personnel, our project managers, our estimators, our senior estimators, high up in the company all the way down to the bottom are all CITC graduates. So we're a success story by itself.
When I graduated CITC, I had the opportunity to speak at our graduation. You know, I mentioned in there that, you know, hey, one day I'm going to grow and eventually take Pat Elwood's place. And Pat Elwood's our senior estimator at SMA Seattle. Here I am today working alongside with him, you know, and he's training me to be a young, inspiring estimator. You know, CITC is not all about just the education of how to be an electrician, but sky's the limit. You know, go for it.
It's a great industry. It's a wonderful industry. It's full of opportunity for those that are willing to take it and invest in themselves and in those around them.
I work with employees, with journeymen who have been journeymen for 40 plus years, and every single day, even at that level, I hear, you know, Adam, I learned something new today.
you never end your education. Learning is constant and evolving, and I'm sure I've learned 53 things about construction today that I didn't know this morning. Many of the lessons have been the hard way, so be sure and retain them so you don't have to repeat them.
We have students that are journeyman carpenters, that are project engineers, that are superintendents, senior superintendents, that are all graduates of CITC. So you can do anything you want, go anywhere you want.
Your apprenticeship is now complete, but your journey is just beginning into the construction industry.
Congratulations to all of you, and I'm proud of all of you. And I hope you can pass this on to many other people to give them an opportunity for employment and for training for the rest of their life.
As long as you have a goal to reach and keep that in the forefront of your mind, you will get there. You're already here, so what's next for you?
Supervision to foreman to being going into business for yourself, all those things and possibilities.
Whatever you choose, the field you go into, be proud about it, take it seriously, you know, think of it as a career, know that there's always room for growth and advancement. Like, my last thing I would say is be safe.
I would just encourage you to show up every day and work as hard as you can. Take care of the people around you. Be a good employee. Someday you can be a boss. One of the other things I like about construction is a lot of the contractors come right out of the field, so you can create the life that you want.
So when you go back to work on Monday, set new goals and reach for new heights.
Construction Industry Training Council of Washington, educating to empower since 1985.